carpenter ants getting inside of your house in South Florida? Check this out. So this customer, they've been having carpenter ants, and the carpenter ants are coming from this tree and maybe some other areas back there, and they're going all the way and getting into the house and inside this living room. So while I was doing my inspection, I could see that this was sitting on the soil, and as soon as I opened it up, I started seeing all these carpenter ants coming out full force. Now we can see that they're carpenter ants because carpenter ants are the largest ant species in North America, so you can't really miss them. One of the things I wanted to point out is you can see this ant grabbing what looks like a grain of rice, and that is the eggs that it's pulling from underground inside this colony that is subterranean. So you can see them crawling all over this. You can see them on this tree. They're inside these little holes, and that is carpenter ants. And there's a couple different kinds. There are dwarf carpenter ants, but these are the big daddy ones. So this is how they get inside of people's homes. They're underneath wet wood, rotting wood, underneath leaf litter. So you can see that we just treated these carpenter ants, and a few things that I wanted to let homeowners and maybe some other professionals that are trying to learn from us know is that carpenter ants usually show up at night because they're nocturnal, so most of their activity is going to happen when the sun is down. And also they tend to come around when there's moisture issues. Sometimes it's moisture issues in a wall, or it could be like in this case, there was a source underground that was right around some palm trees, and then also there was a laurel oak in the backyard, and that's where we found that potted plant that was, I guess, tipped over, and it was just the compacted soil and some roots, and it was just sitting on top of the ground next to the tree. When I flipped that over, we see all the ants come running out and, you know, have their babies and their eggs in their mouth. And so we baited that and we're able to treat it at the source. And that is what truly gets rid of carpenter ants. Not these companies that sell the carpenter ant, you know, they sell you on pest control and they're just coming and spraying around the outside. No, 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 no. You have to find the source. You have to be diligent. This takes people who aren't experienced in looking for the source a lot of time and energy and trying to find it. I was able to find this within about 15 minutes, just because I'm accustomed to looking for the source. All things in pest control, if there is a conducive condition, it's gonna bring wild things from nature to it. So if you remove the source, or you remove the conducive condition, or if you locate the source and you treat it right there, you can knock it out, bing, bang, boom, and the customer is happy that you got it done right away. When you don't find the source, that's when you, the homeowners, are calling into your local pest control company that you've been paying for months or for years, and you have to keep getting these callbacks. It's because the technician is coming and just doing the bare minimum, not really flipping things over like potted plants and leaf litter and things of this nature. So it's not always related to a moisture issue in the home per se, but this is carpenter ants in a nutshell. It is now 2:00 p.m. However, usually when you're treating carpenter ants, you want to be doing this at 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, right when the sun is going down, because you're going to see the most activity from these carpenter ants. If you like what you learned today, and if you learned anything, please like, subscribe, and follow my channel. It means the world to me, and I just want to show you guys all that I know, and maybe it'll help you. Have a good one, and God bless.